PUBG, Free Fire, Among Us, and especially I must mention here, not MMORPG, but Roblox, is highly addictive. Very highly addictive. Most of my patients are children who play these games. This screen entertainment is very colorful, very flashy, very noisy, very fast, and it's so captivating that anything else is boring. Psychology says a child has to play 12 different types of play. Okay, that includes solitary, onlooker, role play, rough play, learning play, life skills play, etc., creative play, constructive play, competitive play, all of this. And the 12th type of play is only electronic play. But the beauty of electronic play, it's so captivating that children like only that. They don't want to do anything else. How many toddlers today are interested to start playing board games? On the other hand, screen entertainment makes the child so happy. There is a flush of dopamine and serotonin, and this child is happily sitting and eating and not wanting to do anything else. Anything else, the child needs to put efforts. To make something with Lego, child needs efforts. There are a lot of parents who buy these expensive Lego toys, and then this child does not even complete one proper set. Because this child has no patience. Children not interested to do puzzles. Children not wanting to go down and play in an apartment. And then see, children, there are onlooker play children, which means they will go down, they will not play with other kids, they will only keep looking at everybody. And then this mother says, for not playing anything, why are you going down? You sit at home and watch TV. No. Child still learns. Today the child is looking at the other children. In 6 months' time, the child will go and play.
And they're also outside. They're outside, exactly. They're away from the screen.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. So one question I have is, see, we all grew up in a time where there was TV, right? We were watching screens to an okay extent, I'd want to say. But why has it suddenly become such a conversation, especially when I feel like these conversations have started happening with doctors and psychologists. Like, why has it come to this degree all of a sudden? Where did that change happen? Or what is it that we or our children are doing differently from what we did then?
Pandemic has been a very defining moment in our history, and that screen became a one-stop shop for everything. Okay, education was on the screen, entertainment was on the screen, socializing was on the screen, catching up with family all over the world was on the screen. So can't really blame our kids. Some of the children who grew up in that time period, this is their normal. This is what they've So for us as adults, we were faced with a lot of uncertainty. So everything was topsy-turvy, and screens somehow became our saviors, right? We could still stay connected with the world because of technology. Education could continue because of technology. So tech has its advantages, but I think that has been the turning point why the entire focus has shifted to screens.
Got it. No, lovely. It makes a difference to know why has this conversation come up. How about you, Salanya? What's your perspective?
Don't you agree with me that the quality and speed of the digital world is different today? Today, everything is fast. Everything is in a second. And also, our entertainment used to be 30 minutes, 1 hour on the television. We had the patience to sit and wait for the advertisements to end and then continue watch that movie. But today, you see entertainment is 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 90 seconds and next. 30 seconds next, 30 seconds next. So the attention span of children has come down from 7 minutes, which used to be the average 10 years back, to now only 40 seconds. Can you teach something in 40 seconds? But only 40 seconds their attention span is. Quickly they want you to do something else. If you're not able to do something else, they're just going to watch.
Is this for all age group?
All age groups. Okay. You see these children, all of these children who are addicted to YouTube shorts and Instagram reels, I must say, there is a big problem in their head, for sure. Even other children who are able to watch like movies or 30-minute programs on TV is okay. But this very quick entertainment, not okay. And I should say, MMORPG, massive multiplayer online role-playing games like PUBG, Free Fire, Among Us, and especially I must mention here, not MMORPG, but Roblox, is highly addictive. Very highly addictive. Most of my patients are children who play these games. You know why? There is a very slight difference between the real world and the real world in the child's head. They should be able to switch between the real world and the real world. But this entertainment has become extremely good quality that it is so much like real world. See, parents generally they think my child is just playing a video game. Do you even know how much of sexual content is there in these games? And there are 8-year-old boys who are playing these games. And when they do this in a real world, that is inside their video game world, when they come out and look at a girl, they are going to objectify her. They're going to look at her in a different way. They're going to be extremely violent. There was one case in Kerala where there was a boy, he had a knife in his hand in the game. Okay, he had that weapon in his hand, and then just when he was playing that game, ran out of battery, the device. So he put his phone away. He did not even have this idea to put the phone in charge because in his head, he's still in the game. He picked up the knife from the dining table and he stabbed his mother and she died. I had an opportunity to meet this kid. By the time this kid met me, he was back to normal and he was crying bitterly. Pavo, I feel sorry for these kids. Their brain is not developed enough. Because you're able to afford everything, please don't get these these devices and these games for these children. It's not doing any good to them. In fact, I should say in government schools, there are children who cannot afford this and who are much better in cognitions than an international school kid that can afford all of this.
Absolutely. What are your takeaways from for parents who want to create a balanced screen time? See, as much as we speak about all of this, that's not an element that can be completely taken away from their lives. How do they set up? If you have say 3 things you can say to set up a balanced, healthy screen time for a child, what would you say, sir?
See, when it comes to video games, let me start with that. That's the most difficult to control. These large video games companies, they have in place a wonderful system that analyzes how this child is playing. If the child says, from today, after watching this episode, if the mother says, okay, from tomorrow, only half an hour video game, okay, son, only 5 to 5:30. So if the system is going to look at this child play 5 to 5:30 every day, then the system on the third day at 5:28 will give a wonderful weapon to the child in the game that the child will want to continue and say, Amma, please, 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 can I finish this? This weapon is there only for 15 minutes. Can I please do it? This game will make the child get addicted to it because these are intelligent systems. If you think you're more intelligent than a supercomputer, than Google, than YouTube, than the video games, no, we are not smart. So consciously, video games, I would say 0. Cut it out completely because it's not going to help. Somebody is making hell a lot of money there because your son or your daughter is playing here and their brain is getting damaged. When it comes to social media, please have good parental control checks on the settings. Have time settings in their phone or in their device, whichever device they're having. And ensure you have a practice at home wherein once in 3 days they come and show their screen time to you in their parental controls. They say, this is the screen time, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, because some children, they don't really understand. When they come to my clinic and say, okay, darling, take your phone, let's see your screen time. And then they'll say, auntie, 14 hours, auntie. They really feel bad about it. They definitely feel bad. So making them look at their own screen time consciously will actually help them because we cannot get rid of screens completely.
It's not
Not possible at all. But consciously you can go and see which one are you spending time on. Zoom, WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat. Where are you spending more time? I think we'll balance that out a little bit. So making them consciously use their devices so they are in control of the device and the device is not in control of them is very important. That's a learning and we need to teach that to the children. And lastly, I would say no devices in the bed, in the bathroom.
At the dining table also.
At the dining table, yeah. So these 3 places, restaurants, dining table, not allowed. These 3 places for adults, for children, for grandparents, devices, not okay at these 3.